Hello, my name is Cadin-M, and I am a computer science major here at the from my hometown. I've lived in for pretty much my entire life. I have bounced to a couple of different houses here and there throughout my time here, but for the most part, I've stayed within the same general little area. For high school, I went to, and after graduating from there, I just kind of decided was just going to be my university of choice. So a couple things about me. Not an on-campus student. I still live at home. I live with my sister, live with my mom, my dad, my grandma. I got one dog, and I got 4 cats, one of which lives right here in my room with me, and she is the most important thing in my entire life. I'm always trying to make sure she's like happy, she's like well maintained. I've spent like the last 3 Christmases I've had something for her. I've gotten her an automatic litter box back there in the corner, gotten her like a little play area for her to like climb all along the walls, and then over here in this corner right here I got a little cat tree for her. I know you can't see any of that, but I'm just pointing stuff out. So anyways, aside from the cat, the other most important thing to me is just being able to maintain my relationships with my friends and family. I'm always wanting to make sure that I'm being supportive to them, that I'm like being as good of a friend or family member that I can possibly be, and just like making sure that like I'm just like there for them, you know? Just like that's really important, just for anyone in general, but especially to me. And so a couple qualities about me as a student. I would say that work in school has always come quite easy to me. Like there have been some classes that I've like registered for that I thought that it was going to be harder than it was, but it ended up not actually being as difficult as I expected it to. But another thing that's like a negative quality of a student, I do tend to procrastinate a little bit. But I'm not going to let that slide for this course, because I know that the coursework in this particular course, this speech class, you kind of have to depend on your teammates in order to be able to fully complete all your work, and I'm not going to be the person who just holds everybody back. But anyways, onto this public speaking course. 3 fears that I have about public speaking. The first one is just like speaking in front of a crowd in general. I am very terrified of like even the thought of having to do that. It really scares me. And then the second thing is forgetting what I am saying when talking in front of a crowd, which has happened about, I want to say like 16 times so far while trying to make this video right here. So hopefully this will be the good final take. Then the third thing to me that I fear quite a bit is while I'm still talking, if I end up freezing up while I am speaking. This actually almost happened to me in like my freshman year of high school. I had a biology class where I had to do a group presentation, and when it was my turn to speak, I had like a big wall of text for a slide, and as I was reading it, as I was getting down like towards the last few entries on the slide, I could feel my body like physically shaking from how nervous I was to be up there and having to speak. So I did end up finishing the slide, but I remember like when I finished it, I was like, oh my god, what just happened? So anyways, why I'm taking this course, well, it's required for the major that I want, and I've decided to go online because this, I feel, would be the easiest way for me to be able to complete this course with like just the most reducing amount of anxiety for me, because like I think if I had to take this in person, I would fold really hard. But anyways, one thing that one unique thing about myself to help you guys remember me, I am transgender. So yeah.